everyone? Welcome to the drawing board where we discuss let me just start over real quick. To get a few things out of the way, I'm only going to be going over mechanical features in this video. So if you want to go look at modeling and whatnot, just go to my other mech guide video. Now I'm not going to waste any more of your time, I'll just get straight into the first topic. Before I go into anything, I'm only going to be using the unpainted version of this frame, so specific blocks are easier to navigate. Ballast is mandatory to include because it allows your mech to stand flat-footed. Fabric is only useful for your mech if it is large. All it really does is provide foot stability. Same thing goes with wing panels. Rockets are obviously used to propel the leg. These rockets in the thigh are used for turning in the waist. Helium is mandatory to ensure that your mech stands, but I also have them in these locations shown on screen to make sure that the mech performs to its best ability. I use suspension with ropes in some areas near joints so that all impact from walking is absorbed smoothly. Although all in the upper body are primarily for display and used to replicate the actual movement of Gypsy Danger. Adding extra joints to larger mechs is useful for good articulation. I have 5 joints in the foot, a double jointed knee, and a powered low torque thigh joint that is very useful for walking. The settings for the thigh joint are up on the screen now. And lastly, I have a gyro located in the pelvis for stability. Here's a clip of the walking, and you can see all of the specific blocks I just went over working together to achieve smooth walking.
I'm going to street, bro. Damn.
Alright, welcome back to the drawing board. Now that we've previewed the walking, I'm gonna make a little diagram explaining what happened in the clip you just watched. Let's get into it. Here's a smaller and more simple representation of the leg movement you just saw. There are no rockets on this model because obviously it'd be way too powerful for something this small. I've decided to also replicate the suspension and ropes within the mech to show you where you could place them for the best effect. Now if you look closely, you'll be able to see the low torque motor in the thigh moving the leg while the double jointed knee and the ankle joint swing freely to replicate a realistic walking motion. Back to the drawing board, woohoo, yay, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna go over the upper body stuff now. The chest and arms include rockets for punching and walking. All of the joints in the upper body are unpowered besides the neck joint, which moves the head up and down. The majority of the helium in the mech is stored in the upper body. Watch closely as I walk. Each arm will swing in the opposite direction of the same side that the leg is taking a step. Here's a preview of the punching mechanic that I incorporated as well. Now I'm going to do the same thing once again and create a small diagram for the upper body's part on walking and the punching mechanic. I'm using propellers to represent the rockets on the small model. Watch how propellers in the bicep move the arm similar to how the rockets on my Gypsy Danger move the arm to simulate walking. Here on the punching, there is also propellers on the bicep and forearm, propelling the arm forward to simulate punching. There is also propellers on the chest that rotate the torso to ensure a powerful punch. With all of that being said, I really hope every single one of you enjoyed the Jaeger guide and hopefully learned something new today. It would be really appreciated if you were to like and or subscribe and leave some words of encouragement in the comments below, as we are very close to 1,000 subscribers. Also, if anyone is interested, I have a Discord server linked in the description below for anyone who wants to hang out with my community and share plain crazy builds. Thank you.
Ay, she want fillers but can't even cook no dinners. They say they killin' but must be kidding, cause we been on the block and no one's spinning. If I let Ski beat at the ops right now, cops ain't gonna know who did it. But I got a whole